If you're going to support somebody, support your own people. Now, I know as a black person, you've probably heard that a million times in your life, but rarely have you ever gotten evidence. A lot of times we don't really need evidence because we live black and we know in our experiences be evidence. However, I got something straight up from Reddit. Now, if you're kinfolk, please stay, comment, subscribe, that sort of thing. Tell me about your experiences being a black creator or just seeing someone deal with the things that we deal with as creators in general, right? So, but if you ain't kinfolk, you don't have to be here. You don't have to comment. You ain't got to be rude. Now, if you're skinfolk, but you ain't kinfolk, you can also leave as well, because I don't tolerate any Q00Ns. That's Q00Ns. If you catch my drift. Now, evidence. Now, so I've been posting comics for the past, 2 to 3 weeks, right? And I made one comic. And the comic is, it's a cultural comic. Now, it's about having an itchy scalp and your hairdresser parting over top of this itch, your hairdresser scratching away at your scalp when you itching, or your hairdresser taking fresh out the freezer blue magic and putting it over one of your parts. Now, only black people will really understand that. Maybe Latinos, some indigenous Latino folk, maybe, I don't know. I do know that black people grease their scalps. I've never seen anybody else do it. I've only ever seen black people do it. Now, I made this comic. I decided to post in our comics and our EbonyImagination. Now, I have two different results for the same exact comic, but it gets even more ridiculous. Now, the two results, and you're thinking, wait, well, that is your target demographic. Of course, they would, like your comic and they would understand your comic because it's cultural. But then when you go to our comics, then you look at the sheer number difference between the two, then it starts to feel a little weirder. Am I saying our comics is racist? No. It's a cultural comic. However, just from the numbers in which our comic has of active creators or active users or participants, it should dwarf EbonyImagination, but it doesn't. That is why supporting your own people is important. Now, our comics, it could be all white folk. I don't know. I honestly don't care. I'm still going to post it in. I posted in there before, and I typically get underwhelming results. Whereas when I post in black art places, I get better results. So, but when I see our comics, I don't think that everybody is racist in there. I know that there are some people who see black people who don't want nothing to do with black and will scroll or downvote. I know for a fact that exists. I got people who say it to my face. Like at cons, I can't, wait, what was it? I can't relate to a black character, but your favorite character is a space alien that job is to colonize whole planets. You can, oh wait, that actually tracks, I can see why I can see why you're attracted to that, because that tracks with Goku, Omni-Man, Invincible. Yeah, damn. Let me try again. It's another character. My favorite character shoots laser beams out of his eyes. My favorite character is Superman. It doesn't matter. The point of the matter is, I've been told to my face that black characters, for whatever reason, get a different treatment just because they're black. Am I saying our comics is racist? Absolutely not. Nope. But what I am saying is, the piece that I created and posted in there was a cultural piece. So the white people in there and the non-black people in there wouldn't get it. So I understand why it happened. But however, again, the numbers is weird. I've seen stick figures in our I've seen stick figure comics, not even like the good type of stick figure comics. I've seen stick figure comics in our comics get way better results than I've ever gotten, period. That's actually what prompted me to actually post in there, because I seen something. I was like, wait, hold up. I've always been feeling like I'm not good enough to post in here. And some of these people are posting it here, and they're not nearly as gifted as I am, or some of them are just like whatever, they just posted it. I don't really compare myself with other people, but when I saw that, I was like, maybe I should post in here, and I didn't get results. The comics, that is. Now, that being said, there are going to be people who don't understand my comic, and specifically, obviously, it's a cultural comic. However, that also doesn't mean you can't support somebody. I've seen Native American, Asian, all types of, especially Asian American comics. I've seen Latin American comics, all that stuff, and I still like it, even if I don't quite get what they're getting at. I might like the art. I will still like it, because a like costs me nothing. So, that being said, yeah, support Black creators, please, Black folk, and people who aren't racist. Support Black creators. If you don't understand it, ask a question. That's what I do. If I don't get what you're trying to say to me and you're a different culture, I'm more than likely going to ask. Matter of fact, if you are Black and you're from the West Coast and you say something that I don't understand, I usually will ask what that means. I'll be like, oh, cool, thank you. But yeah, support more Black creators, because we're seeing what's going on with Sinners right now. We saw what's going on with Sinners. Sinners right now should probably be in the billions. Okay, maybe not. Some people don't like scary movies. Okay. But let's just say Sinners should be 3 times more popular than it is right now. But because there are people who see Black and say no to Black, there are going to be people who are like, I don't want nothing to do with it. And there are going to be people who are like, oh my God, it's woke, I don't want to deal with it, and they're going to go away. And then there are going to be people who are like, oh, I don't know if I'll culturally get it, and they're not going to watch it. And then there are going to be white, non-Black people who are like, that looks interesting, I'm going to go see it. We need more of those people to go see it, and we need more of the people who are willing to take a chance to go see it. If I don't get it culturally, but what do you mean? Black people have been dealing with white culture forever. Those fucking Anne Rice, there are Black people who love those Anne Rice books. There are Black people who love, Lord of the Rings? That's not Black culture. It is definitely, I guess it would be European culture. That's European mythology. So anyway, that being said, yeah, support more Black creators. I don't have a problem with the numbers on that. Again, I don't have a problem with our comics. I'm still gonna post in there sometimes when it doesn't give me issues. Because anytime I post in there, they're like, oh, you gotta post the link to the creator's website. I'm like, I literally wrote, this comic is by me why are you rejecting my comic? That's weird. Anyway, yeah. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me about your experiences. Have you been on Reddit? Have you experienced these things on Reddit? Or Threads? Or Blue Sky? Or X? Or Facebook? Or any of these different places? All right. Y'all be good now.
The bamboo earrings, baby.